Boom! Welcome to Fightheads MMA. It's me, Miss Nikki. It is August 14th, Wednesday, August 14th, and I am here today. I have on the phone with me none other than the Street Beefs man himself, Christopher Wilmore, aka Face. We talking about some great things that's happening at Street Beefs, and he gonna tell us what is going on. How you doing, young man? Welcome back to Fightheads MMA. It's been a while.
I'm great, Miss Nikki. It's great to be back on Fight Heads. It's awesome to talk to you. And when you're trying to establish an organization, busy is good.
Right.
So we getting a lot of people that I never expected to hear from are suddenly showing interest in street beefs and coming around and being interested. So I'm just excited. I don't know if you're wanting to know the specific details, but I'll give them to you.
Okay.
So basically, we were reached out to by an organization that does a lot of things. They hold something called free internet access. For one, you can Google them. Their motto is "Don't let your past haunt you." You'll see me saying that in my videos now. Well, they want us to come and be ringside commentators for a big MMA organization in Brazil. Also, we're going to be doing street beefs events in Brazil as well. Now, Brazil's a rough place, so there's still some things to work out there. But that's in the works. It's already been agreed to. We're just working out the logistics. Then, on top of that, we were reached out to by a bare knuckle fighting association. And now this is not the big one in Wyoming. This is the other one that's kind of just growing. But
Oh, you talking about the Ken Shamrock one? The Valor one?
I believe so. And I don't want to misspeak here. I should have written this down beforehand, but I can send you the screenshots and stuff after we hang up. But it's if you can hold on 1 second, I'll look and tell you exactly what it is. I'm gonna put you on speaker just 1 second.
No worries.
I want to be accurate here. So,
I seen the post.
Yeah.
It looks very similar to Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, but there's something different about that logo. The way they got it set up is not exactly the same as theirs. So I'm figuring it might have been this new one popping up.
I think it is. It's simply called Bare Knuckle Fighting. I'm looking at the logo now. The guy who reached out to me is a guy named Shannon. And
Shannon?
Shannon. And I checked his credentials. He's who he says he is. In fact, I have several mutual friends to him who are people in the fight game. And they said, they vouched for him. They said the guy's legit. And he actually reached out to me about one of our fighters who, an ex-fighter who was potentially going to fight with them, and he asked me why we released the person, and I told him. So at that point, he was like, well, we may not be doing business with them. Do you have other fighters? So I told him we did, and he was like, well, look, we'd like to do something where maybe we farm street beef fighters who are doing great. It gives them something to work toward, and they can fight on our undercards versus other fighters who aren't decorated pro fighters per se. They're just fighters that want to get in and fight and put on a show. So I agreed with that. I've so far sent him 5 guys that, as far as I know, he's in communications with and is interested in working with. And hopefully that goes well, because then in the future we're going to deal regularly.
Well, wouldn't those fighters that you send him have to, on paper, become pro fighters? You know what I'm saying?
See, that's
How does that work?
Question that I do not know. I asked him. He said that's absolutely not a requirement. I've got those screenshots too, because several other people brought that to my attention. They said, hey, you have to have 3 pro fights to participate in this. And I was like, well, these guys don't have 3 pro fights. They've got all amateur fights.
Right.
So I asked him. He's like, no, that's absolutely not true. I'd have to send the screenshots to you so you can see them yourself. But he assured me that wasn't the case and that wasn't a requirement. So I'm going to assume he's telling the truth there.
So are they located here in the United States or are they over in Brazil?
No, these people are in the United States. Yeah, this is a totally different deal from the people in Brazil.
Oh, okay,
This is United States. So my understanding, if I was hearing the man right, is that the undercard would be amateur and the regular card would be pros.
Oh.
Now, I don't know how that works logistically. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I did, but that's the way it was explained to me.
Okay. So do you think that would mean if any of the fighters do take the chance and go fight on this particular event, do you think that means they won't be able to come back and fight again on Street Beefs?
Well, that's a large possibility, and I explained that to them. My thing is this: all I want is the guys that fight here to someday have a better life.
Right.
So I'm not getting paid for sending them to bare knuckle. I'm not making a penny, and you can put that on record. I'm simply doing this for them, to give them a shot at something bigger and better, and maybe this is an opportunity that takes them somewhere in life. Backyard fighting is awesome, and Kimbo Slice proved that you can turn it into a career. However, it's harder. Whereas if they go do this bare knuckle thing and do great on a big scale, who knows where they may go. So I just want all my guys to have that opportunity.
Do you think any of your fighters are built to be bare knuckle fighting?
Well,
I mean, it's one thing for them to come to
the
Satan's backyard. It's one thing for them to come to Satan's backyard. That's with gloves and everything. Y'all make sure y'all look after them. And I'm not saying that bare knuckle wouldn't when they go up there, but I'm saying that's a drastic change from just being in Satan's backyard. That's a huge jump.
Yes, ma'am, it is. It is a drastic change. I will concede that, but I will say this. To answer your question, are they ready? It always depends on the opponent, okay? You can take a guy who's an average fighter, but if you match him up with another average fighter, do okay. But you take that same guy and match him up with a highly skilled pro fighter, he's mincemeat. So I'm going off their word that they're going to match the guys up accordingly. I do know that these guys fight. They love to fight. One of the guys is Alan Stevenson. Yeah.
That's my resident bear poker right there.
Yeah, that man, he's a beast. So, and just for the record, I want to say this on record. A-Train does not fight with Street Beefs. He only goes as far with Street Beefs,
Okay.
So, but A-Train is one of the guys that we want to send their way, and I'm fully confident that he can hold his own, at least with guys with his similar resume.
So why this bare knuckle organization? Why wouldn't y'all try to work with BKFC, since y'all know that they hit it off and they get ready to do their 8th show? I mean, have you tried to intermingle with them and see what they say, or it just seems like a better opportunity going with this other company?
Well, I'll just be 100% honest to you. I'm not going with the other organization because they didn't reach out to us. We don't seek out these type of opportunities.
Gotcha.
We never seek them out. I'm not.
Oh, so these people came to you. They reached out to y'all.
Oh yeah, no, they emailed me. They came to me. So, yeah, I didn't reach out to them. Like I said, they originally emailed me asking about a fighter that we had released, who was supposed to fight for them. And then they just out of the blue were like, well, hey, do you have some other guys? We watch your stuff. You have some entertaining fighters. What's up? So I was like, okay, yeah, I got you. But we don't go and seek these type of deals out. If they come to us, then we consider it.
Okay. And how long ago did they reach out to you guys?
That would have been 3 days ago.
Oh wow, this is just all brand new.
Very brand new. And like I say, at first I didn't know what to make of it when the man reached out to me asking about the fighter. I was like, well, why do you care why we released him? And then, the guy just kept talking to me, and like I said, he was like, well, hey, do you have other fighters? He said, man, I'm amazed how you guys run your shows for being a backdoor organization. It's really organized. And, it just progressed from there. And very rapidly, I inboxed other fighters and asked them if they were interested. And then he contacted them, and it's progressed quick.
Wow. Well, shoot, congratulations. So,
Thank you.
because, it just says bare knuckle fighting, and it doesn't have the Valor mantra on it. It doesn't have bare knuckle fighting championship mantra on it. It just says bare knuckle fighting. So I'm wondering, is this Valor? Is this Valor that's reaching out? Because Kim Shermark is starting Valor's bare knuckle. Is that them?
Again, I didn't research the organization itself. I researched the guy who was contacting me, and the guy who was contacting me, his name's Shannon. He's actually an ex-pro fighter and an ex-amateur fighter, and I actually talked to a guy who's a referee in Virginia. He's like, yeah, I've ref several of that guy's fights. He is doing recruitment for bare knuckle. Then I talked to somebody else who actually fought him before in the pro ranks, and he was like, yeah, dude, he's legit. He's recruiting for a bare knuckle organization. But unfortunately, I didn't research the organization itself, which probably doesn't sound good.
In a moment of excitement, we can overlook some stuff. You know how that be. We just humans. That's what's up.
That's right.
But
yeah.
If you find out anything more about them, you can always send me some information, and I can always, put it out there to our people. You guys have a documentary coming out. When is your documentary coming out? Tell us about that. I'm excited about that.
We had, a team of journalists that are originally from NYU who just graduated and have their own production company contacted me 2 years ago. And they wanted to do a documentary on myself and Street Beef, so we started filming it 2 years ago. Well, things got hectic, they got busy, I got busy, so we didn't get finished. So about 7 months ago, they came back and were like, man, we really want to finish this docu. What's up? So I said, let's do it. So they came back, and we knocked the docu out. It went real great. The documentary's called Lions in the Corner. And so now what's going on is it will be going to 2 major film festivals, for one. Big-time film festivals, which is exciting. Secondly, it's being here in my city, in Harrisonburg, we have something called Court Square. It's kind of like where the community does all big events, and they're doing a screening of our documentary on August 20th.
Okay.
And a bunch of people from the city are going to come down and watch it. So it's going to be a big deal. And then after that, after the film festivals and the screening, it's going on to a major streaming platform. But I have a non-disclosure contract, so I can't say which one. But it's going on to a major streaming platform.
I heard you mention that Sundance was one of the film fests it was going to go to after it got debuted up there in Richmond.
Yep.
Are you excited about that?
Oh my goodness. I've been dying for this thing to come out because, we've had several documentaries done, the ESPN, the New York Times. I had 3 German documentaries done that a lot of people have never seen because it's all in German. But this is the best documentary that's ever been done on us. It's amazing. I'm telling you, when I watched it, at the end, I got chill bumps. And,
Really?
It's that good. So, I can't wait. When this thing hits, it's going to change the game for Street Beefs.
Absolutely. Oh, my goodness. That sounds exciting. Oh, Lord. So, let me ask you a question.
I got to send you the link. Go ahead.
So we all know that it's been a recent parting with you guys and Mighty Mouse, with Street Beefs and Mighty Mouse. So how much involved in the documentary was Mighty Mouse? Will he be in this documentary, and will he be a part of the celebration of the documentary coming out and that kind of thing?
He will not. And before all of this, the producers did not use any of his clip. Well, excuse me, they had one clip of him, one picture in the entire documentary, and that's at the very end. Other than that, for whatever reason, because they did get footage of him, they actually spent about 2 hours with him, and then for whatever reason, they decided not to use it.
Okay.
At the time, I was frustrated by that, just because, at the time he was a big part of what we were doing, and I wanted him to be in the limelight too. And they never really gave me an explanation for why they didn't use this footage, so I can't answer that. But moving forward, he won't be at the premiere. He's no longer with us, and would not be invited to the premiere.
Okay, so did you and him have, the Street Beefs and Mighty Mouse have any type of contract going of what was going on between you guys and who's putting in what, or
No,
who gets
ma'am.
out what? So this was just
No, ma'am. This was just, basically long and short is this. Mighty Mouse came around about 3 years ago, just like any other fighter, and he fought a couple times. Then about 2 years ago, he started putting in a real effort to bring in fighters. And I appreciate stuff like that. So I encouraged him to start his own YouTube channel. I told him, hey, you have an image that could be marketable, start a YouTube channel. And I pushed him. Finally, after a couple of months of prodding him to do it, he did it. I instructed him on what all he needed to do, so on and so forth. He worked hard. He worked hard to build that YouTube channel. And boom, it took off. Well, basically, at that point, I seen his YouTube channel was doing well, and he was still working hard to try to bring in fighters. So I pulled him in closer inside Street Beefs and tried to, move him up the ranks and give him stuff to do. So that's that. There was no contract, though. There was no agreements, anything like that. It was just strictly me trying to show him some love, basically.
So if y'all start to make any kind of money or have residuals or anything, he won't be part of on the list of people who gets a check cut from that, huh?
No, ma'am.
Oh.
No, he wouldn't.
Oh, wow.
We have every fighter that fights with us. Here's the thing: in the state of Virginia, I'm sure it's this way in any state, non-professional fighters cannot be paid, and non-professional organizations cannot pay fighters. We're not only are we not non-professional, we're non-existent in Virginia's eyes. We're not even amateur. So I cannot legally pay anybody, period, point blank. So
No,
when these
not for
fighters-
fighting. Not for fighting, but for anything outside of the ring that he might have done, like pulling in other fighters and stuff like
Right.
that. Like being a matchmaker, that kind of thing. Being a go-between, a mediator.
Sure, and that's what I was going to get to. So with that, basically, when anybody comes into Street Beefs, we make it clear when they sign a waiver, you're not entitled to any earnings for anything. Okay, there's no earnings involved with participating in Street Beefs in any form or fashion, and that's on our waiver forms. Because Street Beefs is it's like a co-op. People come in and they dedicate their time and donate their time and do stuff. And in the past, we've had people who come in and just donate their time because they wanted to, and then come back later and try to demand money or demand this or demand that. And it's like, wait a minute, you weren't promised anything to donate your time. So we put that in the waivers very clearly that no matter how you participate with Street Beefs, there's no money involved, And even if we do give you a salary or give you money, as far as not for fighting, we've never given any money for fighting, but for any other thing, that's at our discretion and not something that we have to do forever. We have no obligation, basically.
Got you. So, the fighters that you sent over to this bare knuckle organization, well, their names at least, how old is the oldest one? How young is the youngest one? And why did you send those particular names?
So the oldest would be A-Train, who I believe is 36.
Okay.
And I could be wrong. I know he's past 34. The youngest is 24. And the reason I picked them is, I believe, by far, they're our most skilled fighters. Secondly, they have that fighter's attitude. You know, certain people just have that mindset. They love to fight. They don't care when, where. They'll do it. And they're hungry. And lastly, they don't just have the mindset, they have the physical to back it up. So I felt they were just the best equipped to go there. I don't want to send just anybody because I care about my fighters. I don't want somebody to get hurt.
Right.
You know, so we sent who we believe are the guys that we know can take care of themselves.
Okay. Got it. So as far as Street Beefs is concerned, do you have any merchandise that you guys sell? Don't you have T-shirts or something? Because I seen you guys were gearing up almost a year ago, and you were talking about some stuff, and then I just didn't hear any more about it.
We actually have, at this point, 2 separate merchandise sources, and strangely enough, they both just started selling stuff in this month. It's taken a while. We had some last year that I was selling, just basically sporadically, but now I'm dealing with 2 different companies who sell merchandise for us, the fans, and they sell shirts, hoodies, tank tops, stuff like that, with the Street Beefs logo on it. No, we're not doing a lot of sales. I mean, you know, we're not the UFC by any stretch.
Not till your Sundance, till your documentary comes out for the world to see.
Yeah, that's right.
That's when it's going to pop off for you guys.
I think they're going to pick up then.
Dang.
Yes, ma'am.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm excited for you. I'm very excited. Answer me this question. How much of a pivotal role does your wife play in all of these shenanigans with Street Beefs?
Oh my! Well,
I know she's your ride or die. I see her; she be there even when she ain't in the picture or so. I know she's very close by. Of not taking that picture that I'm looking at.
Yes, ma'am. And I'm telling you, my wife, she always tries to downplay her role. She always tries to, you know, she's humble. She don't like to take a lot of credit. But I'm going to tell you, without her, there's no Street Beefs. There's no any of this. In fact, there's probably no me. My wife is why I stopped going to prison, why I stopped using drugs, why I stopped doing a lot of the evil that I used to do 15, 20 years ago. So now she helps me stay organized. But the big thing is she helps my mindset, my mentality. I get stressed out a lot dealing with stuff, and if I didn't have her there, yeah, I wouldn't function. So she's everything. You know, she don't know it, but she is.
I think she does. She's just very humble in how she carries it. Very much so. Yes.
I agree.
Absolutely. So how excited is she about this documentary coming out about you guys? I know this is not y'all's first one, but I'm saying this is right here. Y'all gonna show it right there in the town square. Then it's going to Sundance. It's all over here on our side, the United States side. So everybody from our side is gonna get to see it. How's she feeling about it?
She's absolutely just overwhelmed and excited because, like I said, she's seen other documentaries. Now, our New York Times documentary was amazing. She loved it. I loved it. This documentary is just special. They told me that they want to capture the community aspect of Street Beefs. They wanted to capture how Street Beefs, thank you, brother. Thank you. I'm sorry. They wanted to capture the community aspect of street beefs and how street beefs was basically, a group and something for everybody to be a part of. And it's just different. It's touching. It's this documentary, when you see it, it really hits home with you. And for Amy, it just was really emotional when she seen it. She was overjoyed.
Oh, that's good news. That means that it's popping then. If it made her
Yes,
emotional,
ma'am.
then that means that it's very, very good and it's deep because she ain't going to spend her tears on something that is not. She got other things
That's
she could be
right. That's
doing.
right.
Oh my goodness.
Exactly.
I am super excited about this. I cannot wait to see this documentary and see how in depth they got with y'all and what they're able to show. And are we going to get to see how it has changed some people's lives, street beefs?
Yes, ma'am. That's one of the things that they wanted to do with the docu. Now, it's only a 19-minute documentary,
Okay.
and that may not seem like much, but the New York Times documentary was 18 minutes.
Right.
So you can actually cover a lot in that, especially a good director. So, but yes, it does go into how it's changed some people's lives and how it's impacted certain individuals. It really does, and it frames that really well.
Tell tell the people that might be listening but don't exactly know about street beefs. Tell them what street beefs is and how it got started before we close out.
Okay, so Street Beefs is a backyard fight club. It's gained some worldwide recognition. We have people coming from all over the country to fight. The main intent is to solve disputes that turn violent and end up in a bad way. So street disputes over various things. We let people come to the yard, put on gloves, and settle it. And then they got to dap it up and squash the beef. But it's also turning into a club for people that just want to be a part of something, that want to fight, want to experience a fight, but may not be pro-ready. So they come here for recreational purposes, get in the yard and settle their disputes or just fight for recreation. There's a lot of people that when they fight for street beefs, they say it's life-changing. Being a part of what we do is life-changing, and being a part of the community just affects them deeply. I've heard that so many times. So I would say street beefs has evolved. It used to be all about the beefs. Now that's just a percentage of what we do. Now it's about the brother and sisterhood and the community. That's basically it.
And your surrounding community members, your neighbors and all of that, they welcome you guys being able to hold your functions there and everything?
They do. Now, I will tell you, we actually had a zoning issue because the events started getting so big. When we originally started, you got to understand, there was maybe 10 to 12 people that came. Now we were having crowds of 70 to 100, sometimes more.
That's a block party.
And I live in a urban area that's, there's houses all around me. So it got to a point where it became a zoning issue, and the city started to complain. So I moved out into the county, and now, but that's fine because it gave us so much more space, and it made it to where we're not disturbing anybody because we don't want to disturb anybody. We want,
Right.
we don't want street beefs to be a nuisance. It's supposed to be a good thing. So I'll take whatever steps I need for it to be a good thing.
Absolutely. I like hearing that, young man. That's what's up. And you give street beef still a chance to grow by moving
Yes, ma'am.
to a different situation. Man, oh day. Wow. That new cage you guys got, you built that?
We built that thing from scratch.
That's
We
nice.
went and bought. Yeah, well, don't let me take credit. Shout out to Robert Frank. He's our ref. He built that thing from scratch. He blueprinted and everything. We've had 300-pound fighters slam into it full force, and it holds just like like a pro cage.
Wow.
So, yeah. Hey, before we go, can I ask you a question?
Absolutely.
Someday, will you come on my YouTube channel and let me interview you, and you tell me about your stuff?
Yes,
Your
absolutely.
fight, your station. Let's get some people to know who you are and what you do.
Absolutely. Yes. Anytime you want, baby. I appreciate that. I'm always
Yes,
the one that's
ma'am. Well,
ready. Yes. Heck yeah.
that's all. So what I'm gonna do is right before our next event, because I only do uploads a couple times a month.
Okay.
Right before our next event, I'm gonna hit you up, and we're gonna try to FaceTime. So I have a video for the viewers, and I'm gonna post it on the Street Beefs channel.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna set this on Fightheads YouTube and onto my Facebook too. So that's where I'm gonna
Awesome.
drop this interview on my YouTube, and then I'm gonna send it to Facebook.
Well, please tag me.
I shall, baby. I shall. Thank you so much for the interview. Again, thank you, Mr. Christopher Wilmore, aka Face of Street Beefs. They have a lot of great things going on, you guys. What do you think? What do you think, Face, is the reason for Street Beef's success? Like y'all just blown up everywhere, and everybody in other countries know about y'all. And y'all, what's your tally on your YouTube channel? How many followers you have there?
So we got about 900,000, almost a million, basically. And we've got about 300 million views. And I'll tell you, the reason I think that we're exploding is that people see that this is something special. It's not, I've said this, any fool can run and go start him a backyard fight club. Go ahead, but here's the kicker. It takes something that inspires people to build what Street Beefs has built. People ain't just following us and supporting us strictly for the fights. They can go get that anyway. There's fights all over the internet. We have a loyal, serious supporter base because Street Beefs is something special. And that's why they stick with us, and that's why it's growing like it is. I don't know what it is that's special, but I just know we got something special.
Well, congratulations, young man, and all I can say is thank you for starting that club, because I know a lot of people have come through y'all's backyard, and it has saved some people from going to jail, it saved some people's lives, and it will continue to do that as long as you guys are opening the door for people to come and settle up beefs that they are having, whether they're real or whether not. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, some people
That's
just
right.
like to fight, so it don't really have to be a beef for them. They if somebody want to fight, they want to jump in and have a ball with them. So yeah,
That's right.
on every
Yes,
level.
ma'am.
Thank you, young man. I can say I appreciate you, because I know you're giving some of these young men and young women, because y'all have the women up there too doing their thing, a place to go
Yeah.
and release some of this crazy energy that they might have.
Well, you're very welcome. Thank you for having me on your show.
Yes,
I hope
baby.
to talk to you soon for mine.
Okay. You let me know, baby, and we're in.
Keep doing your thing. The fight community loves you.
Thank you. I love y'all too. I can't do it without you guys.
I know that's right, Miss Nikki. Hey, you hit me up anytime.
Okay, baby. You tell Lady Wilmore I said hello, and kiss them babies for me. They're so precious and so beautiful. Tell them I said hi and give them a big hug for Miss Nikki.
I sure will, honey.
Yes.
Take care.
Okay, baby.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So, you guys, there you have it. Street Beefs was in the house with Miss Nikki. It's been about a year since Face and I have talked. The last time him and I had a conversation, we were talking about rules and regulations, because I think somebody had been poking at the commission, and the commission was kind of eyeballing them a little bit. But once I was able to talk to the Virginia Commission, I did an interview with them, and then I did an interview with Face around the same time, and we got everything settled, and people know where they stand when it comes to the Commission and Street Beefs, and Street Beefs know where they stand, and the Commission know, well, the Commission is the standing, is the umbrella. So everybody know what their places is now and what they can and can't do. And it wasn't that Street Beefs didn't know. It was like I think some of my fighters didn't understand how that was working. So I kind of, they asked me to step in, so I did. And I got an interview with the Virginia State Commission, and that was a lovely interview. And I appreciate them taking the time to interview and set us straight, with rules and regulations and how stuff work and what they do and don't go after. So with that being said, now we have an understanding, and now you see another year later, Street Beefs is pushing on, and they have acquired a documentary about themselves, and it's about to come out on August 20th. Well, it's going to be shown. It's going to be shown there where they're at in Virginia, in Richmond, Virginia. It's not exactly Richmond. It's very close to Richmond, but they're going to do it at their town square, and then it's going to probably go to Sundance Film Festival and another film festival. That'll be excellent. So, with that being said, boom, you got it first from Miss Nikki, and we're going to be watching out for Face to send us some more information. The more information he gets about this bare knuckle situation, he's going to let us know and keep us informed. And if things go other than the way that they are talking about now, he'll let us know and say, okay, Miss Nikki, well, we thought this was going to work, but it's not going to work, and we're going to move on to this. So whatever happens, we'll be privy to the information. So stay tuned for that. Be looking for that Street Beefs documentary to be hitting the Sundance Film Festival this year, and be looking for it to just make big strides probably everywhere. Because you never know how it's going to pan out until it pans out. So usually when stuff hits Sundance and things of that nature, we get all these movies that we like to watch from places like Sundance and all the other film festivals. So be looking for this to be a big hit there too, because nobody wants to see people being shot on the street. Nobody wants their kid to not come home. And Street Beefs gives these young people a place to go and relieve some of that negative energy they may be carrying around about some of the things that may be going on in their life, in their community, just in the world in general. And everybody gets to put gloves on. Everybody gets to fight. Everybody gets the same fair chance. And everybody walks out on their own 2 feet. I ain't saying that people don't get knocked out at Street Beefs or don't get winded and pass out and stuff like that. It's a fight. But at the end of the day, everybody gets to go home. Every mother gets her child back. So with that being said, I'm excited for them. I can't be nothing but excited for them, and I can't wait to do our interview. I don't know. It's going to be weird. Somebody asking me questions. Because I'm always the question asker. So I like doing this with you guys. I really, really do. So with that being said, Miss Nikki was with Street Beefs today. Mr. Face, a.k.a. Christopher Wilmore, a.k.a. the man of Street Beefs. And there you have it, Miss Nikki of Street Beefs. Be looking for me to put out some more information soon, you guys. Boom. Love, peace, and hair grease. Miss Nikki, Fightheads MMA.